not to be the nagging old lady, but I told you not to push too hard.
That was a complete fiasco. You did okay out there, considering you were technically dead 72 hours ago. Not bad, Hunter. Not bad at all. No kidding. Caretaker would have been pissed if Venom had actually eaten a Hunter.
Yes, one disaster averted. We still need to figure out how to get Wanda and the Sanctum back. An impressive first outing, just as I had expected. You're going to do great things, Hunter. Not the outcome I envisioned for our first mission together, but you know what they say. Any mystical battle you can teleport away from.
There's my Hunter. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
And where exactly am I going?
Oh, that's the real question, isn't it? Sky's the limit for you, my friend. Unless you'd be up for wearing a space helmet. You do breathe air, don't you? You know what? It doesn't matter. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
Thanks for the gift, Tony.
I think you'll like it. It's a limited edition.
A limited edition what?
Oh, you'll see. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room. Hi, I'm Tony Stark, but if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
my old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again. There never was enough room for my armor in this thing. We were all so happy then. Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong. We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
It's good to have you around again.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
I don't get it. Strange couldn't just magic his way in?
Something about the whole alien thing threw off his mojo.
That explains so much. No wonder he gets so strange around me. See what I did there?
I'm a vampire. I see everything.
This is gonna be a fun apocalypse.
Oh, check out Blade looking nice with the big guns.
Good to see you, Hunter.
I thought Caretaker told him...
Let's talk later, Hunter. Tony'll start pouting if you keep him waiting too long.
Captain Marvel is an exception.
Heard you had a nightmare. In the words of Agami Ito, don't be afraid. Bad dreams are only dreams. Hunter.
Right, and now Stark is hard at work in the forge coming up with something for the Hunter?
The Hunter needs it after that last beating.
Man, can't wait till it's my turn for an upgrade.
Prepare for a long wait.
For all of us. Or hasn't it sunk into that flaming skull of yours yet?
Hey, don't take it so personally. It's not like they forgot about us.
We'll see. Not that it makes any difference to me, but I think Tony's waiting for you, Hunter. He seemed excited. Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk I saw on TV. Now, he's the ultra-rich jerk who...
Do I look like a Tony?
Heard about what happened in New York, Hunter. I'm sure whatever Tony's cooking up down there will only help.
Yes, hello.
What's shaking?
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on. Still think I could have used a cloak.
Stylish, damn near indestructible, and we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
You think everything could benefit from a cloak?
I do not.
Oh, I've heard the things you whisper to your cape when you think no one's listening.
Ah, the joys of sharing a workspace. And I'll have you know this cloak has helped me save the universe from extinction on countless occasions.
Could you at least tell it to stop rearranging things on my side of the cave?
I have, but it considers you something of a slob.
You know, I have a great psychiatrist in the city. Maybe you should talk to him. Although, I think he's working for Hydra right now.
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's sorcerer supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and, well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Physically, I am fine. However, I do feel some
grogginess, a tinge of nausea, sense of memory loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me, particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that. In any event, I, for one, do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all, Doctor.
You are not alone in this.
Your words are appreciated. Still, I must not allow the underlying truth of the situation to become shrouded as well. It's not just the Sanctum Sanctorum that was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
That creature on the roof, you have run into it before?
Unfortunately, yes. In the simplest of terms, Venom is an alien species living in symbiosis with a human known as Eddie Brock. He's something of a fixture in New York these days, but typically his hijinks are confined to harassing Spider-Man.
It sounds like Spider-Man is Venom's nemesis. Maybe he has some insight.
Of course. I have no doubt Spider-Man will prove to be an invaluable asset in the ongoing fight against both Venom and Lilith.
Tell me about your Sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you've encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
Will the wards ever provide the same protection that they had?
It may be possible to undo the damage, but now that a weakness has been exposed, I'll have to rethink my approach entirely. Tony did offer a military-grade laser protection grid, should I be so inclined to go that route.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Wanda's story is quite tragic, and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago involving Agatha.
And you have been keeping an eye on her?
You make it sound like I've been guarding her. My role here is merely one of friendship for as long as she needs it. One thing is certain, she refuses to step foot on the Abbey grounds for any reason.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
What is this? Interesting. That is something. Curious.
Ah, Hunter. Word?
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades. Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
I am sure there are worse places to be.
Oh, true. I could be rooming next to Carol. Her snoring is loud enough to wake the dead. Really tired people. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy we have a place free from Lilith's influence. While it lasts.
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
Okay, so why not magically create a way through that symbiote shield?
Have you ever known it to work that way? We can't just wish upon a star here. We need to know what we're making first and put together the right components. Otherwise, I'd have already whipped up Strange a new personality.
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time. Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning, but Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close. This never gets old. You're welcome, Hunter.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard. Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Everyone loves you when you are dead. Tell me, does that mean you are half-loved?
She didn't describe you as a snarky jackass, but here we are. All right, Tony Stark Jr., ask your questions.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s, maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey, something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out. So when she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anyone else?
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Who else?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Anyone else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Anybody else?
Nobody else.
Sure.
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
I am ready to train.
Finally. Time to take it to the next level. All right then. Hey, what's up?
Thanks, Blade.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
The legend walks among us.
Привет, Hunter.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding, Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
The venom creature surprised me before. He will not do so again.
That thing's tougher than a flirkin' furball. You better steer clear of him and his creepy slime shield for a while. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking, but then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
A quantum what?
You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
On the prowl.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light-years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us if they got the chance.
Well, can't you just... I don't know.
Work my magic again? See, that's the problem. This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost. You'll be back to your old self in no time, kiddo.
Hey, hey, Hunter.
Keep knocking him dead, Chief. Lilith won't know what hit her.
Is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Ah, well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
Stark's holographic monstrosity better not scratch my table. I can't just hop over to Atlantis and pick up another one, you know. It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
あなたがようやく殻を破ってくれているようで嬉しいわ。
トレンチコート、夜にサングラス、陰気な性格。なんだか真夜中に倉庫襲撃、そういうことですって顔だね。
その通りだ。
この地区はよく行く？
たまにな。夜食にちょうどいい。
あら。
少し行くと3時までやってるファラフェル屋がある。
ああ、そっか。わかった。次はもっとヴァンパイア感少なめでお願い。いつもなら現地で合流するところだけど、あなたが使ってるポータルも気になって。そのうち私も任務に参加するわ。本当の力を見せてあげる。安心して。これは別の場所へつながるポータルだから。
ガンマ反応やら不安定なアイソトープやら私にはさっぱり。あなたたちが向こうに着いたらアベンジャーズタワーのバナー博士に話を聞くわ。
初めて組んだにしては悪くない。
あんたら2人と一緒だと敵にはかなり不公平かもな。
実際には廃墟というわけでもなさそうね。ブルース見える？妙なものが大集結してる。
ヨハン・フェンホフじゃないか。まさかあいつが死んだと聞いていた。そう願っていたと言うべきかな。
今はファウスタスと名乗ってる。ヒドラお抱えのマッドサイエンティストだ。
ヒドラだけじゃない。リリスもよ。あの物体から出ている魔力、私にはわかる。
そう。じゃあガンマ線はどう？それも感じる？かなり邪悪そうなヒドラのメカがあるんだけど。
ガンマとそれに魔法。
ここはブルースの科学脳が頼りね。
ここは慎重に対処すべきだ。このエネルギーが合わさればどんな爆発だって起こりうる。必要なのはハンマーよりメス、力よりステルスだ。
ごめん。性に合わなくて。
始末しろ。
ファウスタスは変わった男だとは思っていたが、科学的な基礎はしっかりしているのだろう。でなければキャロルの得意技で装置はとっくに爆発していたはずだ。
ブルースを見て学んだせいかもね。
最強にもまだ伸びしろがある。任せろ。
へえ、そうやってやるんだ。時間よ。
やったんじゃないか。体が温まってきた。のために。まぐれあたりだ。
後悔するよ。
事態がさらに悪化したぞ。
魔法科学など信じてはいなかったが、このデータは無視できないな。ホレイショ、天と地の間には人知の及ばぬものがあるというところか。
今ヴァンパイアとエイリアンのハイブリッドと蘇ったデーモンハンターと喋ってるのは分かってるよな。
ファイルなんだって？
かかってこ
い。いい動きね。 トに変える方が安く済みそう。トニーがファースタスに安く提供するんじゃね？
ヒドラのために。
今ので何度目？
援軍が来ている。
もしかすると彼は何らかの方法で粒子の劣化率を安定化させたのかもしれない。そうでなければここまでの成果は出せないぞ。
さあね、ブルース。悪者どもを蹴散らした後で本人に聞いてみるよ。
ヒドラにしたって弱い。やるじゃない。私が有利になったわ。
他はもうダメだ。
私のことを知らないでしょ。
ファウスタスの装置をもう少し調べるべきだな。キャロル、すまないが君とその超自然的なお仲間には気をつけてほしい。
壊すなって？
ああ。
行くよ。ゆっくり眠って。
おい、急げ！ノロマ！行け行け！
マザーの装置を試す千載一遇の機会が訪れたというわけか。
言っておくけどブルース、壊したのは私じゃないから。
分かったよキャロル。力が有り余ってるなら新たな敵に向けてみたらどうだ。それと彼らが運び出そうとしてる謎の貨物にもな。
俺たちの勝ちだな。
実力が戻ってきたわ。まだ息があるだけ運がいいと思って。
それだけ？
よっぽど私を怒らせたいんだね。
そろそろ飽きてきた。
敵の増援よ。
これで誰も潰していけん。爆破の初期解析では非常に高いガンマ数値と数種類の未知のエネルギーが検出された。
未知じゃない。その力は黒魔術よ。ヒドラに渡すわけにはいかない。光の中を歩め。
準備完了。まだ強くなれるとはね。
今の本気だったの？こっちを消耗させる気ね。
これはまずい。
立て直して援軍を待て。忠告しておく。ファウスタスの実験を再現するのも今後予測される変則的ガンマ反応を追跡するのも彼が最初に使った魔法的触媒からの基準となる共鳴サンプルがなければ不可能だ。
分かった。トラックを止めよ
う。その口でマザーにキスしたの。
ヒドラのレベルも大きく落ちたものだね。
白くないぞ。やってやる。
面白いね。瞬き厳禁。
あなたの存在を知らしめる方法としちゃ悪くないね。
主導権はヒドラが握らせてもらう。
必ず報復してやる。
このために生まれたんだ。後悔しても遅い。ああ、こんな遅延でもイラついてしまう。怒りすら覚えるね。普段なら倉庫の中を暴れ回ってちっぽけなトラックを牙で投げ飛ばしていたから
破れた紫色のズボンなら取ってあるから。
ズボンの心配をしなくていいということは、残る心配事は16,342個だ。ついでにそちらの近くにいるヒドラも片付けてくれ。
すごくいい気分だ。
押されてるぞ。
できれば静かにしたいんだがな。
奴らじゃあなたの力にはかなわない。
こいつ
ブレイド、それニューヨークだったら警察沙汰よ。
やったな。
これは何なの？
悪党のブツが詰まった悪党のコンテナだ。
この文字は知ってる。最初の狩りの頃のよ。このグリフは障壁、こっちが万能、それから神と悪魔。
不気味なコンテナか。
相当不気味よ。強力な魔力を封じ込められる。いい？気をつけて。
分かった。余計な真似はするなと。
しないわ。まずは大聖院に持ち帰って調べてみましょう。 疲れ新人さん。私も10回目まではヒドラの洗礼を受けなかったけど。
新人？私があなたより300歳は年上なのを知ってて言ってる？
それなら現代に追いつかないとね。
よーし、大聖院杯今夜な。
本気か？前回は熱くなってたが。
俺たち復讐の精霊はテクニカルファールに厳しいんだ。特に第4クォーター。
ダメダメ、今夜はムービーナイト。はあ、いっつもムービーナイトじゃないの。いいでしょ。
ただで刑務所を出られる？これを作ったのはウィルソン・フィスクか。車を止めるのもただとは都会を知らん。
よく言うでしょ、息抜きもしないとウルトロンみたいになっちゃうよって。ほら、あなたも。
いえ、休まないと。また今度。何をすればいいんだっけ。